check the new designs. My Galaxy Morpher got an infinity battery. You better have a battery strategy. Oh yeah, we can beat tragedy. Oh man, hey, morphin' time. Hey, it's morphin' time. Going Galaxy. Going Galaxy. Going Galaxy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Chapter 2 Lost and Found. Deep in a cave hidden in the mountains, rocks begin to break around the entrance. Lightning starts to build till boom! A loud thunderous sound erupts, and kneeling in the middle of this amazing display of power is the White Ranger. But not just any Ranger, the White Lightning Ninja Storm Ranger. Solar laughs and says,
Feels good to be free. Now it's time to gather the others. But first...
With evil intentions, Solar demorphs and stands with a sadistic grins. He begins laughing as he flies away into the sky, going at top speeds through the air as he spots a robbery happening. Solar then says,
Well, looks like we have some trouble. Time to give them a hand.
He flies down and lands in between the cops and thieves. Solar grins and says,
Freeze! Don't make another move, or I'll be forced to make a move myself.
As he stares at the thieves, the cops behind him start to yell and agree and moves closer to go in for the arrest, but then Solar looks back and grins and reveals his morpher and yells,
Lightning Storm! Ranger form! Ha!
A bolt of lightning strikes down on Solar. Now standing with his white Ninja Storm suit, he turns and faces the cops and says,
I told you, if you move, I'll be forced to make a move also.
He laughs using his ninja hand sign. He moves at top speeds and sound takes out all the cops in less than a second and zips back to the thieves.
So you guys want a battle? Why don't you skip the bullshit and help me get a ship?
The thieves agree and take Solar to the black market. Scared shitless, the thieves make sure he finds his way to the right person. Once there, Solar tells them,
Thanks for your service, guys. Now it's time you pay up for my service. I'm sure there's enough money here to cover the cost of my ship.
While sitting back relaxed on the vehicle, he holds up his fingers with lightning buzzing around them. He says,
Make sure you guys get back in a hurry. I would hate to have to kill such good help.
Scared for their lives, the thieves accomplish their short mission. Solar is now flying through space until he arrives on a planet completely covered in woods and greenery. He lands his ship in an area with a huge tree standing in the middle of it. Solar says,
This is the spot. I can feel the morphin grid pulsing from you, my brother. I will set you free.
Solar prepares himself and stands at the trunk of the tree. While touching it, he yells,
Lightning Storm, Ranger form, ha!
Boom! A giant bolt of lightning strikes the tree. Suddenly, a passageway opens up, sparking with lightning. Solar, now morph, says,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Solar begins his way into the tree until he comes to a sill on the floor with the Mystic Force symbol on it. He looks down and pulls out his ninja staff and says,
Well, if X marks the spot, then here's my dear Mystic Force brother. Time to break your shackles.
He stabs the ground with his staff and uses a forbidden ninja hand sign to force the seal open. Once open, powerful winds burst out in Beta. The Black Mystic Force Ranger arises. Solar says,
Rise and shine, my brother. The timeline is ready for the taking. Something amazing just happened. It's time for the Lost Rangers to be found.
Beta arises and says,
Top of the morning. Seems the Tribunal of Magic has blessed us. Before we make the others, I need to see where my magic stands. The last fight took a lot out of me.
Beta and Solar now together walk outside. Beta takes out his magi staff and raises it into the air and says,
Northrex Otham Sundor!
a magical portal opens up, and a dark, twisted version of Fireheart comes flying out. Beta speaks to his lost friend and says,
Yes, hello, my trusted dragon. It's time to rain black fire from the skies, and for my dark magic to reach its full potential.
Solar, looking confused, says,
You don't expect us to ride a dragon throughout the galaxy, do you?
Beta responds back laughing.
No, but you may want to hop on for now. It's about to rain.
Once safely on board Fireheart, Beta yells,
Now, you piece of shit prison. Time to burn forever in my eternal flames.
Fireheart gathers the energy and releases countless amounts of black fire that is now raining down and burning all of the greenery and eventually the entire planet. Beta, with a smirk on his face, is now ready to display his real magic. He yells,
Utha Zarer!
Suddenly, the two teleport away with one mission on the mind: gather the final Lost Rangers. Now, we are in the aftermath. The commander is standing in disbelief from what just happened and is looking around in a chaotic command center. Unable to speak, one of the soldiers runs up to the commander with a report.
Commander, we have picked up signals from the last known site of the Rangers.
The commander, now distraught and dazed, says,
What's the status of their morpher?
The soldier, trying to get his wits together, responds,
Completely zapped, sir. Virtually no power, definitely not enough for contact or a time jump. They are stuck, sir, until we reach them.
The commander, now looking down at a emergency briefcase with the Galaxy Force logo on it, he responds,
Let's pray for a recovery the team makes it in time.
Meanwhile, last time we seen the Rangers, catastrophe happened, and now all that's left from the impact is a huge crater and just only 2 Galaxy Force Rangers. Bridger awakens stunned and confused, surrounded by smoke. He looks around and he finds Jen still unconscious from the blast. He tries to wake her up. He says,
Jen, wake up. Jen, please tell me you're still alive.
Jen begins to move and awakens. She opens her eyes but is still weakened from the explosion. Jen looks at Bridger and says,
Bridger? Is that you? Where are we? What's going on?
Bridger scans the landscape and still confused, but he looks at Jen and says,
I don't know. Everything went left. Last thing I remember is seeing Jason and Davis and that strange boy. There was a strange green light. Then I woke up.
Jen is very upset and sad even. She looks up and just yells,
Wait. What happened to everyone? Why are we the only ones left?
Bridger understands her emotions but yet still tries to calm her down, says,
Jen, calm down. We can't think the worst. We are Rangers and so are the others. The best Galaxy Force can produce. I'm sure there's an explanation for this. We just need to get back to the command ship, alright?
Jin is still shaken up and worried. I mean, who wouldn't be after this display of mysterious power? She agrees, and she's starting to look down at her Galaxy Chronos Morpher. She says,
Okay. It seems like our morphers are shot. No way to contact command or teleport out of here. But I can't give up. No matter where in the galaxy they are, we can find them with this. You're right. Let's figure this out so we can get our boys home.
Jin and Bringer begin to gather themselves, helping each other stand when suddenly the portal opens in front of them. Out walks Beta and Solar. Beta, with an evil grin on his face, says,
Well, seemed like you guys could use a hand.
Even though her morpher's broken, Jin quickly raises her Galaxy Chronos Morpher and says,
Hey, stop right there. Who are you guys? What are you doing here? This is a Galaxy Force investigation, and you two are not authorized to be in this area.
Beta, looking mischievous as ever, looks with a smile and says,
Sorry for the mishap. Me and my friend here were doing some magic testing, and I'm afraid I'm not that good at it. Therefore, we ended up here.
Solar, going along with the act, also chimes in and agrees and says,
Yes, we're from Sector 37 of the planet Skylar. We are just some idiots out looking for some fun. No trouble, though. My master would kill me.
Bringer, somewhat taken back by that statement, looking concerned, says,
Hey, I can understand that. I've been in you guys' shoes before, so I understand. So when I tell you what we seem to be lacking in transportation, and you guys seem to be lacking in guidance. So how about we work together to get out of here, okay? And then later I can show you guys a place where we can help you get on the right path.
Beta, with a evil, sneaky look in his eyes, looks at Solar, and they both shake their head and says,
Sounds like a plan. Where to, boss?
Bringer responds with a smile.
The best place, Galaxy Force.
While walking to the others, Jin looks at Beta and asks,
So, what are you guys' names, and how exactly does your magic work?
Beta quickly responds with a easy story.
Well, his name is Solar, and my name is Beta. I get my magic from my father. Put a spell on me at birth to always receive his magic, but once he passed, I lost my way and began practicing my magic on a bigger scale in hope to reach his level. But as you can all tell, I'm not there yet.
Jin, feeling empathy, says,
Well, if you can get us to Galaxy Force, there are plenty of history books on magic to help you advance.
Solar begins to become intrigued and extremely excited, says,
What about ancient ninja hand signs?
Bringer leans in and places his hand on his shoulder and tells him,
We have anything you want to learn? The teaching and lessons throughout time with easy access.
They all gather in close, and Beta, once again with a smirk, says,
Well, who's ready for a magical trip to Galaxy Force?
As everyone gets closer, Beta raises his magi staff and he yells,
Uthazarer!
As the magic portal starts to open, Jin starts to look at his magi staff, and then a flash of memory. She suddenly starts to think to herself,
Wait. Why does he have that? Wait. Is he one of them?
End of chapter 2. Galaxy 4.